Regression is steadily pushing back until there's nothing left. Every force making you worse than you were before, steadily saying, no, now you are in Form 3, go back to Form 2. You are in Form 2, go back to Form 1. Every force that is steadily pushing you backward, the fire of God will consume tonight. Some of you know the story of this woman. At least if you are old enough in the mission, you probably had that testimony. Wealthy woman, living somewhere in the center of the town, don't want to mention the name, on a story building, dry ground all around, no marshy ground. And she sat down to eat pounded yam. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a frog jumped on the pounded yam. From where? No marshy ground anywhere around. And she said, okay, you jumped on my pounded yam. She tried to slap the thing jumped into the bowl of stew. Okay, she said, she took the bowl of pounded yam, rammed it on the bowl of stew. I said, I won't eat this pounded yam, neither will you. Press the thing down. And when she thought by now the frog would have drowned in the stew, she opened the bowl of pounded yam, and there was no frog. But from that day onward, she began to cough. The kind of coughing that when she will be coughing, she will be urinating. She went everywhere. No cure. Until one day she heard that we were holding a program in the town. And she came, she gave her life to Jesus Christ, and the coughing stopped. You will have your own jubilee tonight. But the story is more beautiful in that the demon that was causing her to cough, when it left, it went back to sender. And so the woman who sent that demon now began to cough. And she came to the one who had been delivered and said, I don't know how you did it, but the demon I sent against you had no cure. It has returned to me. What do I do to be free? May I decree to someone here today, every attack from the enemy will go back to sender. And then God will use it to bring that attacker to Jesus Christ. I can continue with the story, but because of time. Then there is one that is called confusion. Mental bondage. And it comes in various forms. It could come in the form that no matter how you study, you just don't understand. Or you think you understand when they are teaching you, but when they ask a question, you blank out. Or it could come in the form of always forgetting. You just keep on forgetting. Or it comes in the form of not even knowing what you are doing. Take the story of Nebuchadnezzar in Daniel chapter 4. Daniel 4, from verse 28 to the end. Daniel 4, 28 to the end. The king woke up one morning on the throne. The attack came. And all of a sudden, the king was sitting there. And the wife said, Your Majesty, what will you have for breakfast? And the king said, meh. And the wife said, Kabiyesi, what kind of joke is this? You see bread, and Kabiyesi got up from the throne and went to the flower pot. The flower looks very beautiful, very delicious. And he began to eat. Very soon, Kabiyesi looked out of the window and saw the grass there. The grass there is greener. And he went. Very soon he was wondering, what's going on? I'm feeling hot. What am I doing wearing clothes in this hot season? And he began to remove his clothes. You know the story. For 7 years, he was having a nice time among animals. But when the Almighty God decided to have mercy on him, he said, after 7 years, my reason came back to me. I mean, the reason traveled. When the enemy attacks someone with confusion, he will begin to call what is good bad, and what is bad good. I told you the story of a boy. The father was a professor, or maybe he's still a professor. I've lost contact. The mother a professor. But this boy never passed any exam. He was always the bottom of the class. They moved him from a class of 33 children to a class of 35. His position moved to 35th. The parents did everything. They got him extra teachers to teach him. Every exam, 0. Then they brought him. And the Almighty God decided to intervene. The next examination, the boy came first. The teacher said, no way. They said, no, they can't believe this. They said, even if you give him the answer to copy, he will copy it wrong. So they decided they must give him another exam. They gave him another exam and he scored higher. Every one of you whose brain is in bondage, the fire will fall tonight. And then that brings us to the big one. The one that is called possession. That's when the enemy has taken over completely. Full control. Like in Mark chapter 5, from verse 2 to 20. Mark 5, 2 to 20. And when the enemy takes possession, it affects everything. I remember one funny story. Way back, I think in 1984 or so, here in the camp. Because in those days, if anybody goes crazy, they bring them here. We'll have a little hut for them, where we put them and pray until they get well. So one had been around, I think, for about 4 or 5 days, and he was already returning to normalcy. And then they brought one that was still 100% under control of Satan. Because there's only one room for them. When they put him in the room, the one that was already returning to normalcy ran out. And I said, come and see these people. They brought a madman to come and dwell with me. But thank God, both of them got free.